It's season 10 of the IPL and the auctions have started right now, getting you the details of what's exactly happening in Bengaluru, where all the teams have camped there and are bidding for 352 players, including the 16 marquee players. We're given to understand for now Irfan Pathan not sold in this round of auction. All-rounder category, Pawan Negi bought in, but has to take a salary cut. He's bought by Virat Kohli's Bengaluru outlet, while Delhi got services of Angelo Matthews for his base price. Irfan Pathan, though, not making the cuts. IPL auction, this is the budget of different teams. Let's get you through that. 42.6 crore has been spent by Kings 11. Delhi Daredevils, 42.9 crore spent. 23.1 crore is their balance at the moment. Also getting you details of how Kings 11 Punjab has 23.13 crore in their kitty right now for bidding the players as well. And Kolkata Knight Riders have 19.75 crore in their kitty to bid for the players. Mumbai Indians 11.55 crore on the block to get the best of talent. Royal Challengers Bengaluru, you have a 12.82 crore. They've already made the cut with Pawan Negi taking him in. Sunrisers Hyderabad 20.9 crore is what they have right now to bid for the players. Rising Pune Super Giants 17.5 crore. Already Mahendra Singh Dhoni has been dropped as a captain from the team. Gujarat Lions 14.35 crores is what they are taking to the auction, which is currently underway in Bengaluru. Let me go across to my colleague Rashesh, who's joining us with all the latest details. So Rashesh, which have made the cut, which haven't till now? Irfan Pathan failing to attract any buyers.
Yes, but some of those players, Devina, will get a chance to come back in the auction once the process is over, some of them going unsold during the day's proceedings. But we are talking about Pawan Negi taking a pay cut. The other big news coming out from Bangalore IPL auction is Ben Stokes, English all-rounder, getting an astounding 14.5 crore rupees backed by the Pune franchise. So the Pune franchise, that seems staying in the news. Yesterday making the call to remove MS Dhoni as the captain, now picking up Ben Stokes for this humongous figure. And I would be very surprised if we will find any other bid sort of scaling this one. These are the dynamics of the auction. Ben Stokes was always a front runner given his abilities and his all-round skills and the players that he was competing in this auction set. And it appears there were more than one bids for Ben Stokes, and as luck would have it, he's ended up being fetched by Pune's franchise for 14.5 crores. Remember, some of the greats of Indian cricket, the Virat Kohlis, MS Dhonis of the world, also get 12.5 crores. So in this case, Ben Stokes has managed to top that figure. Pune franchise now, they started with 17.5 crore purse. So they've used up a lot of this. They've used up a lot of money in getting Ben Stokes. So they would probably be silent for the rest of the auction.
Right, but what about Ian Morgan, sold to Lions, Kings 11 Punjab as well? 200 lakhs is the figure that we are getting right now, Rashesh. So is that the most expensive buy of a player till now?
Yes, Stokes, his numbers are incredible, and that's what one can say. The Yuvraj Singh was the story of many an auction where he used to bag big price because of his marketability, because of his all-round skills, and it appears the players that Stokes was competing in this auction set weren't probably of the same caliber and what they brought to the table. A lot of the franchises look for all-round auctions. You spoke of Ian Morgan. 2 crores is perhaps a fair price for the monies that he's got. Someone like Alex Hales and Jason Roy, for example, they are also destructive T20 specialists, also coming from England as well. But unfortunately, not too many franchises went for them because they already had enough openers and batting abilities. Perhaps they'll come back in the auction mix later that I was talking about. But so luck plays a big factor in the money that a player takes back home. And it appears luck was surely with the Ben Stokes this time around.
All right, we're given to understand the latest news that is coming in, Rashesh, is the all-rounder set of auction has completed for now, and the second round will be beginning. And this is where, if you can list for our viewers as well, that how there have been Irfan Pathan, who's not found any buyer, Sean Abbott also, what's been the fate of the player, and what's been the highest bid in this round?
Yes, the highest bid, we've been talking about Ben Stokes getting the big numbers. Spoke about Irfan Pathan not getting left unsold. I think he will come back in the mix later. The franchises for the moment who have their priorities set. There's a limited purse that that they have to spend during the day, and they want to ensure that the players that they want first, they ensure that they have them. Later on, then of course the players come back in the mix. And I suspect Irfan Pathan's kept a realistic base price of 50 lakh rupees. So I think someone will go for him. The other Indian player of interest is someone like Cheteshwar Pujara, another quality player, sort of left unsold in the last IPL auction. He's also kept his base price at a modest 50 lakh rupees. Someone might want to go for him as well. Also, I think the uncapped players, the unknown Indian players, who haven't played for India, but can sometimes be, a steal of a buy. I think some of the franchises will go for them as well. So I think as far as the overseas players are concerned, Ben Stokes will get the biggest amount. I don't think any bid will sort of upscale the Stokes bid. I think some of the unknown Indian players might go for a lot of money as well. This is something that we'll see.
All right, Rashesh, I have Shivani here in the newsroom as well. So Ben Stokes clinching 14.5 crore. Ian Morgan also 200 lakhs is what he's been sold for. But Shivani, what are the other big names you're expecting in the next round of auction?
Well, the big names were in the 2 crore base price category. India's Ishant Sharma yet to come up because it's the all-rounders and the batsmen that have just gone under the hammer. So in the all-rounders, Ben Stokes, of course, and Angelo Matthews were the big picks. Matthews only went for his base price of 2 crores, but Ben Stokes was really the pick from these auctions. These are, of course, auctions while the teams already have a strength of their team, so they're only looking to make slight adjustments. So these are not supposed to be where auctions where the teams buy big. But Ben Stokes was the big player that perhaps a lot of teams wanted. Initially, it looked like Pune and Mumbai and Delhi were going for him, and they had made up their minds that they'll want to get Ben Stokes in. And then suddenly, Pune came in with a bid of 14.5, and nobody went over that. Apart from that, Ian Morgan was supposed to be a top draw, but he has only gone for his base price of 2 lakhs. When the bowlers come in, because a lot of Indian bowlers are up for grabs, Ishant Sharma in the highest category, he is going to be Devina, one to watch out for when the auctions resume.
All right, Pawan Negi taking a pay cut, impact of demonetization, is that it? Because the teams are also keeping their money close in the kitty, don't want to disclose all of it in the first round.
That's right. The first rounds are a little bit of mind play. They do not want to kind of, go for big bidding at this stage. You don't know how much, you can really get somebody for. Pawan Negi, of course, was a headliner. He had gone for whopping price last season. But things do stabilize and performances have to be of that order to keep getting that big bucks. For example, Yuvraj Singh is one person. He doesn't always get that performance in IPL, but always gets big bucks. He's another name that we'll have to wait and see just how much he fetches. But yes, this is an auction where teams will be circumspect because next year, Devina, all the players go back into the auction. It's going to be the mega auction where teams are going to be, all players are going to be circulated. So therefore, this is just for this season and not an investment for a couple of years or 3 years. So teams are going to be circumspect.
All right, but Shivani, what are the big jig that we are expecting? Already the surprise announcement of Mahendra Singh Dhoni now not being the captain for the Pune team. What are the other big jigs we are expecting in IPL?
Well, MS Dhoni being replaced as captain is as big as it gets, David. There's not going to be anything else that's going to be bigger than that this season at least. Of course, we're going to wait and see if there are any other jigs like this. But what is more important to see right now is just how the teams shape up after this auction. Teams do have holes to plug. There are some big names, like I mentioned, in the auction. One of them was Ben Stokes. He's gone to Pune, so that team becomes extremely heavy loaded. They already have huge stars, Dhoni, Smith, Faf du Plessis, etc. And now they've got a Ben Stokes, an all-rounder par excellence right now in world cricket. So it remains to be seen whether Pune can actually realize and use all of that talent and not end up the way they ended up last season, because of which Dhoni has had to give up his captaincy.
All right, what about Irfan Pathan, Saurabh Tiwari not making the cut, Sean Abbott failing to impress anyone?
Yeah. No, it is surprising, but this is the first round. As we mentioned, Devina, sometimes teams do not go for the players that they do have in their scheme of things. As the auction goes forward, they know exactly who is left. They've perhaps bought the one player or the two players they really wanted. Then they can, if they have something left in their kitty, they can go on forward. So some of these players will come back into the pool and they will be auctioned once more.
All right, which is a cash-rich franchisee right now, which can take the maximum risk in this IPL 10 auction?
Well, there are lots of sides like that who have roughly the same amount of money left. Of course, Mumbai and Pune are the sides which have, Mumbai and RCB don't have that much money. These are sides that always keep a base, core of their players alive. And Pune, of course, had released some big names, so they had some cash and they've used that for Ben Stokes. Other than that, almost all sides, Devina, are on even keel. They have roughly the same amount of money, anywhere between 15 to 20 crores or a little bit less than that for some.
Okay.
And they're going to use that very judiciously.
Okay, I also have India Today's Boria Mazumdar who's joining us. Boria, Ben Stokes surprise, 14.5 crore. I think it's the highest, isn't it, Shivani?
It's the highest right now, yeah.
It's the highest till now. And do you believe that Pune making the right cut with Ben Stokes?
You know, it's not a surprise because everybody knew Ben Stokes would be $1 million baby. If you watched our sports show yesterday, Deep Dasgupta and I both predicted he will go for 11 or 12 crores, maybe 1 crore more, but that's the rule of the game. That's auction for you. I mean, 2, 3, 4 teams wanted to go 11, 12, 13, 14. Mumbai Indians, had they got more money, they've got 11 crores left. If they had more money, they would have gone 13, 14. He's a match winner. Question is, how long will he play, Devina? Is he going back to England on 14th May? Is he going back on 6th May for that Ireland series? If he's around for 11 games or 12 games, then the punt makes sense. If he's not around for 11 or 12 games, then it's a risky punt because you will expect Ben Stokes to win you 4 matches because he's the best all-rounder in the world at the moment. There is no debate on that. He will win you matches like Andre Russell with the ball, with the bat and on the field. So it's a risky call, but a punt that Pune wanted to take.
It's been one team which has taken a lot of risk as well. You've spoken to Sanjeev Goenka as well, Boria, who said that Mahendra Singh Dhoni was a conscious decision to keep him in the team, not as a captain perhaps, and they're looking at now bringing in the big league with Ben Stokes as well and hoping to clinch the title this time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and if you now see the side, clearly they will not go for an opener because they've got Usman Khwaja, Faf du Plessis. The batting is set with Steve Smith, Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Ben Stokes. So what they now require, and that is the question, they have 3 crores left if I know right, 17.5 crores total purse they had going into the auction. They need an overseas fast bowler. That is the challenge. Can they do that? Can they be prudent and pick up an overseas fast bowler and an Indian fast bowler at cheaper price? Have they gotten Ben Stokes wrong? Or if they are able to pick an Indian fast bowler and an overseas fast bowler at that price, then it's a great buy. This is the challenge of an auction because the others have increased the bid, so one team has run out of all cash, so one team is now out of the equation for the others to bid. But that's the whole fun of the IPL. Pune, clearly they have the best all-rounder, but is that going to be enough?
Right, thanks so much, Boria, for joining us. So round 1 of the IPL auction is over for all rounders right now, but the action continues through the day. We'll get you more updates. Thanks, Boria, Rashesh and Shivani, for joining us this morning.